what happens with costs of projects in cities that have exempted themselves from prevailing wage. And he's looked specifically at the city of Oceanside and a couple of projects there, a harbor aquatic center and a related restroom at the harbor there in Oceanside. So knowing that he's looked at that, I've also looked at these documents as well, and I just wanted to make a couple comments. I'm sure Mr. Fighton could confirm them or dispute them. The first bid for the aquatic center was in the spring of 2008. The rebid was in the summer of 2010. So we got a solid 2+ years difference in the bid times there. If you'll recall Mr. Carey's chart that was put up on the table of changes in bid results over time, you'll recall that bid results were coming in 20 to 30% lower than they were in 2009 and 2010 than just a few years earlier. So let's take a look at that $822,000 lower bid in 2010 versus 2008. You do the division, that's 19%. 19% compared to 20 to 30% across the board statewide declines in bid results. So I'd like to say that for the city of Oceanside to claim that that's all due to having exempted themselves from prevailing wage is misplaced. It's like trying to claim credit for weight loss during a famine. The market conditions were what changed during that time. And don't just take Mr. Carey's word for it. There's also in the documents that the city of Oceanside has shared with other cities an email from the contractor that was awarded the project in 2010. He was asked by staff, well, what do you make of this change in the decline in the bid price? And he said, well, in Southern California, we're seeing bids come in 20 to 30% lower than they were in others in previous years, in 2008, he said last couple of years. I don't have the email in front of me. He did not say that we saw those declines only in charter cities that have exempted themselves from prevailing wage. He's saying across Southern California. So I wanted to just note that if anything, Oceanside has been at the low end of the market trend in the results of their bidding. And as for the restroom that bid at the harbor, their bid actually came in a bit higher than it had bid for in 2008.